Hey everyone, Chris here from Pechanga Arena, San Diego, and joining us now is one of the world's most recognizable surfers. It's Rob Machado. Rob, thank you so much.
Right on. Thanks for having me.
I know in San Diego, a huge win for surfers during this pandemic with the beaches opening. Have you had a chance to get out there at all?
Uh, no,
Oh.
actually, because all of the beaches that I surf are actually state beaches.
Mm-hmm.
So the state of California has not opened beaches. So all of Cardiff by the Sea is still closed.
Mm-hmm.
The city of Encinitas has opened a few beaches, but
Mm-hmm.
um, I kind of just hung back. I'm
Yeah.
waiting. I'm being patient. I'm in no
Yeah.
rush. I've been really embracing the time that I've been able to just spend at home and work on projects. And
It's interesting how different people are taking the regulations and all that, but I think I liked what you said about kind of just embracing your own, and you're taking it a certain way, others are doing it another, and it seems like for you, you really are, taking this time.
yeah, man, it's been really good. I just feel like life's been going at a really fast pace, and there's never time to actually slow down.
Hmm.
Everyone talks about it, right? Like,
Hmm.
how do we slow down? And
Hmm.
what can we do to get to that place? And
Yeah.
this is it. This
Yeah.
has been it for me.
Yeah.
It's like every project I've wanted to do around the house, just you know dinners with my family.
Yeah, I know. Just working on the entertainment side, I am anxious to, get back to shows and all that. But I know that all this is going to come with time, and it'll be a process. But I want to talk about you for a second because people know you as just such a recognizable pro surfer. But behind all that too is this environmental side, and I know you're so active in that community. We just had Earth Day. What a crazy time to have Earth Day. And just to look back on all this and see how, just how it takes on a different light.
Yeah, the earth is, I think this was a big celebration for the earth. This last Earth Day, the earth has been able to recover and breathe and relax. And there's a lot less travel happening right now, and just a lot less movement around the planet. And it's, you know, I've just been hearing a lot of stories like the pollution in China
Mm-hmm.
is way down, and this and that. And like in Venice, the water up in Venice, Italy is cleaned up, and stuff like that is just
Mm-hmm.
really inspiring to hear. I started a foundation in 2004, and our whole goal was to just provide environmental education for kids. I honestly went to my daughter's school. She was 4 years old, about ready to start preschool, and I went to the kindergarten that I had gone to, Cardiff School, and I just toured the school and was looking around, and I noticed they didn't have any recycling, and
Wow.
I was like, wow, okay. And that was really kind of what stemmed the whole idea. So we started the foundation. We went in there. We went to the school. We created a recycling program at lunchtime for each classroom. We started a gardening program, and then the last one was like, I just remember finding the same drinking fountain that I used to drink out of. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. That thing's still here. And I asked the kids, you guys drink out of this? And they're like, no chance.
Wow.
And I was kind of looked around, and then I started to realize like every kid at that point was carrying around like a single use plastic water bottle. So we went down the road of putting in refill stations at a lot of schools, and actually giving a lot of the kids reusable water bottles,
Mm-hmm.
so that you start the education there,
Mm-hmm.
and the effect upward to the parents,
Mm-hmm.
the kids. Nothing worse than having your kid call you out, right?
Yeah.
Like, Dad, why are you drinking out of a plastic water
Yeah.
bottle? You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that was kind of our route. And then we went into middle schools, and then we went into high schools. And the high school level was even crazier, because the high school level was it's all vending machines now. And so not only are kids drinking out of single-use plastic, they're buying it out of a vending machine. That's just like a double whammy. I was like baffled. So it was really good to go into on the high school level and put refill stations in and see the level of appreciation. It's like, I don't have to pay for water. It's like, no, you don't. There's, you put them up, a couple of them throughout the campus, and people are stoked.
Yeah, people start to get it. I know you're still very active in the surf community, and just a storied career. And again, I keep coming back to like just how recognizable you are, and talk to me about your surfing career and some of the highlights you did have.
A couple biggest highlights. In the year 2000, I won the Pipeline Masters in Hawaii, which was a huge deal for me. Just going over there as a kid and being so scared to surf those waves. And then I think the other highlights for me were winning the US Open right here in Huntington Beach. I won that event 3 times, and I also won the junior part of that event before that. So it was just special to win at home, friends and family around. Even though it was Huntington, I still felt, like it was my home event. So it was cool, being on tour for that long and competing and having the ability to travel all over the world. And I met so many people, amazing friends that I still to this day keep in contact with and go visit. Every country I go to, I have somebody that I can reach out to and go have dinner at their house. And now they all have families, and we're all, just reminiscing on the past and telling stories and going surfing, taking our kids surfing. So it's pretty special.
Definitely some current projects for you. I can tell you, whenever my wife and I were in Encinitas with our kids, we stop in to Salt Culture, and I have my sweatshirt on. Nice. Tell me about what you're kind of working on and what you're excited about.
Salt is a big venture in our lives. Both, I give all the credit to my wife. She dove straight into that head first.
I definitely see her in there.
Yes. Well, now, just as of November, we have opened the backspace, which we're calling the Salty Garage. And that's definitely curated towards the men. It's a dude space, so now it's kind of 2 separate entities. Your girl can go up front, shop, hang with the ladies, and you can cruise in the back. There's some great books back there. There's music, there's clothing, there's surfboards. There's a lot of memorabilia that I've
oh, cool.
That I've kind of I went to my parents' little garage, and I just was like, all this stuff's in here. I'm like, it's cool stuff. And my wife started going through it, like, oh my gosh, we gotta like put this stuff somewhere so people could see it. Like, what good is it doing sitting in here in a garage, So we kind of pulled out a lot of stuff, so it's in there. So it's almost like going into a museum in a way. I got some old boards that I rode back in the 90s on the ceiling, and it's kind of got a cool vibe. And so hopefully we'll be able to get back in there and get back to business here soon.
Yeah. For me, it's being in the event space. I'm so anxious to get people back. I know that it will come over time, and we all have to be patient and wait our turn. In different times, we've had you at the arena. I've seen you at the celebrity game for the San Diego Sockers, just at different shows. We just have so much great rock music and all the genres. And then just your friendship with our general manager, Ernie Hahn. So tell me about some of the visits you've had to Pechanga Arena, and under its other names as well. And I know you love music.
I love music, and I've seen some incredible shows from Pearl Jam to Neil Young, and
Mhm.
I mean, the list goes on and on. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, it's every chance I always got my eyes on. I mean, I've been there for Disney on Ice. I've been
Hmm.
there. I've down there for goals games.
Yeah.
We have this little motorhome that we load up and drive down, and uh, I thank Mr. Ernie Hahn for always taking care of us and making sure we get in and get to see some amazing stuff. And I love seeing the goals. Like, just my wife's a huge hockey fan,
Oh, cool.
and she grew up in Orange County, so she was a
Hmm.
Ducks fan.
Hmm.
And I I really didn't have that much appreciation for hockey until she was like, "No, we're going to
Cool.
games," and
Hmm.
I was like, "Okay, cool, let's go to a game," And
Yeah.
then it was like, now, like, hockey's one of the main sports in our house,
Oh,
so it's,
cool.
yeah, it's pretty sick. And
Yeah.
even for my brother and my parents, like, they've all kind of caught on to it too. It's
Uh-huh.
contagious.
Yeah.
So
Oh, the games are like an outrageous amount of fun, it does. The fans are really dedicated. It makes it a good time.
yeah, so I've got to see so much good stuff at the arena, and
Yeah.
I love I love just walking the hall around the outside
Hmm.
with all the old photos of
Hmm.
all the shows that have gone
Hmm.
through there. It's
Hmm.
just so cool, so much history,
Hmm.
and such a special venue. It's stoked we have it.
And I just wanted to thank you for your time today, and just talking with me. And I can't wait to see you at the arena under better circumstances.
Yeah, me too, man. I can't wait to get back and see some live music
Hmm.
and be around people,
Hmm.
and all of that. So yeah, stoked to hang out and chat, and I look forward to seeing you at the arena as well.
Thanks, Rob.